Customers will pin your icons and your applications. Jump list, jump list, jump list. We love them. Let the user jump to her destination. Let the user jump to her task. Have fun with them. Innovate. The thumbnails, overlays, progress are very powerful, but again, use them only if they make sense. This is an exercise of restraint, but also an exercise of convenience for the customer, so balance those. And custom switchers, if you need them, feel free to use them. And just familiarize yourself with the Windows UX guidelines. We are updating it. We want a consistent experience throughout Windows, and we ask for your help because I think in the end, we're all in it together. Some references. Again, I really talked a lot about this. Integrate with the Windows 7 desktop with my colleague here, Rob Jarrett. Incidentally, it's his birthday today, so we should sing happy birthday to him at the end of the session. And then Sam Moreau, Principal Design Manager in the Windows team, is going to give you a really interesting talk about Windows principles and talk to you about some of a more interesting look into how some of these taskbar elements came to be. UX guidelines, Channel 9, Channel 10, we're going to have a really cool, fun, detailed interview with some of the team members, and we talk even more detail about some of the features of the desktop. And the E7 blog, we had a blog posting about the taskbar, actually 2. You'll see subsequent postings that go into even more detail. We have a really cool blog posting coming up about all the power features, and there's some awesome, awesome keyboard shortcuts that although this taskbar looks really simple, there's a ton of power behind it. And with that, any questions? I'm a little over, so I think I could just take one question, but I know one question we're already getting is, I think Steven said that the new shell is going to be in the beta bits. Does that mean they're not in the bits we're getting at the end of PDC? This is true. You're not going to get the new taskbar in your bits. Rest assured, it's on its way in beta, which is early next year. And I apologize, we couldn't get this ready in time. We want to make sure it was polished. But more importantly, I'm sure we've all seen the leaked builds of M1, M2, M3, and there's no way we could keep this under wraps. Unfortunately, we never leaked any pictures of the new taskbar. So we want to make sure, because you came down here to LA, that you got to see a sneak peek. So thank you for coming, and we want to make sure you got to see the latest bits. Again, we're not going to have time to do all the Q&A here. I'm going to go immediately to the track lounge after this. Feel free to email me if you have any specific questions. And please, please, please remember to complete the feedback form. This is how we improve our own methodology, so please do that. With that, thank you so much for coming here. Appreciate it. We look forward to seeing how you extend the desktop. I can probably take 1 or 2 questions if you have it quickly. I would suggest if you can please start with mic 1, and in the interest of time, let's just go with where you are. Mic 2, sir.
My question was about the High Dpi Mode.
Yes.
You said to provide good icons for that. One of the issues with trying to do that in XP and Vista is that depending on the percentage that someone enlarges or changes the DPI, Windows really wants a certain size icon. So it might not want a 21 pixel icon or a 23 pixel icon. And if it rescales it manually itself, it looks really ugly. So what do you do about that?
Well, so Anantha, who's our GPM of the desktop graphics team, is actually giving a talk on High DPI. And in short, we just want to make sure those experiences are nicer. I'll defer to him to give you a more detailed answer. But we do care about High DPI. Again, we've actually gone through our UI and made sure it works well. And we want to make sure that's a good experience for you as well. But do go to Anantha's talk. You'll be pleasantly surprised. There's a lot of great information. Mic 3.
Is this on?
Yes.
Can we please kill off Windows Classic theme?
Well, it's funny. I don't know if that was a question, but I do like the sentiment. One thing you will notice that this taskbar, there's no way to go back to the Vista taskbar. People say, okay, how do I go back to the old thing? And we're saying you don't. You know, we believe in this model. We are confident about the model, just like we did with the ribbon. There's no way to go back to the old model. We do have some UX switches that you can kind of tweak it, like if you want to ungroup windows or go small icons. But there is no now new classic Vista taskbar. We're sticking with this model.
I really meant theme, like in the appearance, the classic theme.
Well, I won't go into all the details, but we do have other SKUs like server and things like that that do rely on different themes. But and high contrast, thank you. So there are many scenarios where we need that, but again, we want to drive people to this model. Okay, with that, I want to make sure our next speakers get time to set up. Thank you again. I'm going over to the track lounge. Feel free to join us. Looking forward to what you do with Windows 7.